Happy fall. Isn't it wonderful? It's cold, it's rainy, I'm not in the mood. This is our September roundup. I hope you guys are well, and thank you for joining me again on my channel if you're new for the first time. And for those of you who are here longer, thank you for coming back. Today we are going to discuss products for September. I am struggling to call them favorites because I don't wear makeup enough to call them favorites. Things I've been liking this month and my empties. September has been, again, quite same, not a lot of makeup worn, a little bit more I have to say. We've been out a little bit more, and yeah, it's been nice to wear makeup again. I am also feeling better, so I am overall quite happy to play with makeup. Today, for example, I just felt like, yeah, I want to play with makeup, so I came up here and this is what came out. And this brings me to my first product I've been liking, and that is the Rust palette by Melt Cosmetics. Now, I've had this only for a few weeks, but I've now used quite a few products and I wanted to update you on my feelings about them. I'm not going to do a review, I think, because yeah, we already have this on the market for a long time, so I don't think a review is necessary. But this is what the palette looks like. Today I've used this shade and this shade, and in my previous video, Get Ready With Me, like the try on haul, I had used the more brownie tones and less and no yellow. So today I wanted to try the yellows, and I have to say the palette performs very well. The shimmers are quite underwhelming. They don't apply super well with a brush. The shimmer in the center of the lid that you can see on me now is applied wet. So first I pass my brush in the pan, then I spritz it with Fix Plus, and then I apply it on my eye. And the inner corner instead is from the gold palette, because I wanted a gold inner corner. I need shimmer in my inner corner. So that is what I've used, and I have to say, yeah, the quality of these mattes is outstanding, especially blending the dark brown. The brown is one brown that I blended all the way up to almost nothing. So I think that is testimony of a great formula. Really been enjoying this. It's a great palette, very fall appropriate. I think they should have just launched it now instead of, I think they launched it in spring. I was very confused when they did. I'm happy I got it. Again, you can go back to the try on haul to see more makeup with it and my first impressions on it. Another palette that I got recently and that I have been enjoying is the Natasha Denona Bronze. So with this one, I cannot say anything about the quality other than that it's great, usual Natasha Denona quality. I really enjoy it. You can do very easy, simple looks. Everything blends very well. Everything is very impactful in terms of shimmers. They apply well. It's just really good. I also stuck my nail in this, trying to film to capture the thumbnail to my dupe video. Anyways, how's the lighting here? I have my overhead light on to light the background, but it's very yellow and I feel like I'm looking very pale and cool toned in the front here. Anyways, I'm gonna try to figure out as the time goes by, but my background changed, so I don't have a light there yet. So yeah, overall been really enjoying this, and I see myself wearing it a lot, these two palettes, through fall. It's kind of all that you need. It's really basic fall colors that are really good in this season. So I'm very happy to have bought them both. I think I've mentioned it. Did I need this? No, my dupes were great. Am I regretting buying it? Also not. The quality is great. The shadows are really outstanding. And with the fact that I am not really wearing a lot of makeup or feeling like wearing a lot of makeup all the time, I don't want to go through my neutrals or through my singles, opening up palettes and thinking about it too much. Pre-made palettes really help me with speeding up and getting inspired by a color story. I go through this in phases. Sometimes I just Some periods of time I just make, you know, all my single eyeshadow palettes and inspiration and use those. And sometimes I just need someone else to tell me what to do. One more new product that has lived up to all the hype I personally did to it and the hype that other people have done for it is the Milk bronzer. Great product, not all what I have on today, but it's a great product, blends well, the right tone for my skin, definitely not the same effect that I was having issues with the Nabla one. Maybe I can swatch them next to each other. I don't know if you guys care, but I know Angelica, my friend here, she was telling me how she enjoyed that I showed her comparisons of the Nabla one to make sure that she wouldn't get something that was too warm. But now, let me see if I can get the swatch in there. It's funny how the shade on my hand looks really nice and on my cheek it really doesn't. So here they are, and I can blend them out a little. I don't know, the shade, the tone in the Melt one definitely suits my skin much better than the one in the Nabla one. Maybe there's more red. I don't know. I really haven't figured out why the Nabla one isn't the right color for me, which makes me sad because I love the formula. Next favorites are two cheek products. I want to give a shout out to the Flower Beauty Blush Bomb. I have the shade Cinnamon and this is really, really great. I love the texture of it. Is a little bit jelly. You need a very, very small amount. I dot a dot literally on my hand and then with my brush I stipple it on. It works really well. It gives a very natural flush and the color suits my complexion and the makeup that I like to do on a daily basis very well. So been loving this one. I haven't tried the Cloud Paints by Glossier, but I'm also not tempted whatsoever because I have this. I love it and it was less than 15 euros. So great product right there. And the other one's a bit more expensive is the Patrick Ta Duo in She's So LA. And again, I will refer you to a previous haul and get ready with me to see the demo of how I apply this, but it's really nice. I like to apply the cream first and the powder later. The powder is glowy and beautiful and it really adds something to the duo. So really liking that. I can definitely recommend that. This I've had longer. This is a favorite. Among different cream blushes or in general blushes, that is definitely a strong favorite. And that was a little bit it for my makeup favorites or products I liked for the month of September. In terms of skincare, I have two products to shout out. One is the Echo by Sonia Super Citrus Cleanser. This was sent to me to review and try, and you see I've actually gone through quite a bit. It's going faster than I expected. I use 1 pump in the morning and 1 pump at night to wash my face, and the smell of it is very citrusy and you expect quite a stripping and astringent type of cleanser. Instead it's super delicate. It really feels like it's cleansing in a very soft way. The skin is clean but soft. I also always put toner on and occasionally with a cotton. So if I do my acid toner, I use a cotton swab, and you can see that the skin is clean after this. So I really enjoy it. It's been a positive discovery. Thank you to the brand for sending it to me. Another product that was sent in PR and that I really want to shout out is the Good Molecules Discoloration Correcting Serum. Now, I did a little bit more research on this and I started using it. I'm down here. I started using it on alternate night. I alternate this with the Paula's Choice Retinol and Bakuchiol serum or treatment, I think it's called. And I like it. The formula is it's a little bit milky, but also quite jelly. It kind of stands its own. Let me apply it here to my hand. You see what I mean? It's not completely liquid, but it's still very, very soft. And it has a very hydrating feel to it, and you really feel like you're putting something on your skin that's gonna do something. It's not when you apply just water and you're like, oh, it feels like water. And I did a little bit of research on the ingredients and what this tranexamic acid is, and it's actually an ingredient that I didn't know anything about, but it's been around since, I don't know, the 60s. And it is a targeted discoloration and pigmentation treatment. At high doses, it's actually used at clinical levels as well. And this one right here has a derivative that's called cetyltranexamate mesylate. And the reason they use a derivative instead of the pure tranexamic acid is that this is more skin philic, so it will absorb into the skin better and be metabolized, or like not metabolized, and it will be affecting the actual skin faster at a lower percentage than the pure acid. So super excited to see the long-term effects, because I've now used it for a few weeks. Nothing really super immediate, but that's also not the point of this. This is like a long-term working on pigmentation. And I have quite a big spot here of darkness, and I've had these two from this summer, and I have a little bit of darkness here, which, I mean, it also coincides to where I put my bronzer, but this is all like some damage on my skin, and I'm very curious to see if I'll see results with this on the long term. But I wanted to shout them out because I've been using them and enjoying them. Now on to my empties, which is pretty much half of my skincare routine. You saw my cleanser was finished last month, and hence I was using this one new, but now also all my toner is finished. I finished my Paula's Choice Skin Balancing Pore Reducing Toner with niacinamide, and I really like this. I apply this with my hands. This is my morning toner, and yeah, enjoyed it. It's a 190 ml bottle. The value is great for the type of formula that you get, and I enjoyed it. I used it for a very long time though, so I'm actually excited to try something new. I have something coming in the mail somewhere this month, this upcoming month, but yeah, I really enjoyed this. Would definitely recommend it for combination oily skin. It's a way to introduce niacinamide at a lower percentage than a serum, and for example, if you prefer using a strong vitamin C serum, you introduce a niacinamide in your toner, and you still have the advantages of that ingredient, which for combination oily skin is very, very good. So that was my reasoning behind it. And the other toner that I finished is my evening toner, and that was also Paula's Choice, and it's the 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. This is salicylic acid, 2% in a watery liquid formula. Fantastic to keep oily skins clean and working well and not clogged. And yeah, this I'm curious to try now and see if I'll miss it. I don't want to buy another one because I went through 2 of these in a row, and I have a lot of glow tonic to go through, so I wanted to give that a chance. But I do prefer BHAs to AHAs personally with my skin type, and this is my favorite BHA toner that I've tried. Definitely gonna repurchase it eventually. I'm gonna give myself a break and see if I miss it. I'm very curious to see if I miss it. More Paula's Choice. It was a very big part of my routine for a while because I did an order some time ago, and I finished my serum. This is the Defense Antioxidant Pore Purifier with salicylic acid and white tea. This was my morning serum. I love this packaging. It has a glass tip and a tube. Everything comes out really well. You don't have to squeeze anything out excessively. The serum was quite, there's a few drops left. Was quite, fluid, easy to spread, and also feels quite calming. It actually feels more moisturizing than I'm used to for a combination oily skin morning serum, but it worked really well, and it contains all the great ingredients that I want in my skincare, and it's full of antioxidants, which means it protects your skin also during the day from free radicals, outside pollution, and light, of course, damage from UV light. So I'm definitely gonna repurchase this one as well as soon as I finish my backup ordinary serums that I have. I have a vitamin C and a 60 ml niacinamide to go through, so that will take a while, but yeah, loved it. One of my favorites from Paula's Choice. From the ordinary, I finished the amino acid and B5. It's a concentrated hydration support formula. I didn't understand this. I didn't see results. I didn't see the point. I wasn't sure what it would or would not interact with. So is it okay with acids? Is it not? Is it okay with retinol use? I was very confused. Not a lot of information. Probably my fault. I should have just gone through like these Reddit posts a little bit more. But I didn't feel like it's, I don't know. Nah, I don't understand that. I cannot say I didn't like it. The texture was fine. It was very watery. But it didn't give me that sense of extra hydration, and it didn't give me any results that I could see on my skin. I didn't miss it since it's gone. So yeah, just another one that I tried and I didn't really care for. And the last one is the Paula's Choice Water Infusing Electrolyte Moisturizer. I had a mini size, and this one I didn't like the texture of. It's a little bit like a body butter that the texture when you push when you start with it, and then you massage it in your skin and it turns a little bit watery, a little bit like the avocado under eye cream from Kiehl's. If you guys have tried that, it's kind of like the effect is that one, but the starting texture is more of a buttery texture. I didn't understand. I didn't like it. I used it as a night cream for days when I use a little bit more harsher actives, for example, or more actives layered. This was very soothing and calming, but I didn't see. I just know I prefer to use an oil or a light moisturizer, or the texture, or just a thick cream. This was just too buttery, too thick, no. Didn't like the texture of this one. I'm sure I think it was a nice pleasant cream, but I prefer my Pixie Rose Ceramide cream. And the last thing I have is my hair color, because I colored my hair. Can you see that I don't have white hair shining through anymore? Now it's just a mess. But that was that for this video. We went through my favorites, we went through my empties for the month of September. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And you'll see my face, hopefully, soon in a new video. Bye guys!